I think maybe even the top, maybe probably the top ones I've seen, because you got to think about it. What he basically did is he allowed Mike Tyson to be exposed to the social media frenzy that's going on now.
I don't see too many people critical about it. Look at this. Ha 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 ha.
Everyone is talking about how staged this fight was. I do believe it was scripted. And I believe that Tyson was certainly held back. Look, I'm a fighter and I can see it.
Mike Tyson has firmly denied allegations that his fight with Jake Paul was scripted, calling them disrespectful and insulting to both himself and his fan. The boxing legend emphasized that his return to the ring was fueled by love for the sport, not financial gain or promotional tactics. Tyson dismissed claims of a prearranged match, insisting that every punch and moment was genuine. While acknowledging skepticism due to his age and the challenge of facing a younger opponent, he highlighted the effort he put into preparing for the fight, addressing a viral clip where Jake Paul said, "I got your money." Tyson clarified that it referred to business dealings, not collusion. He criticized those twisting the context to spread false narratives, stressing that such accusations unfairly undermine the unpredictability and hard work that define boxing.
We, yourself, me, Mike, we came along before that social media frenzy took place, right? Now that it has happened, most of us feel like we missed it. But Netflix just blessed Mike Tyson to be able to come back by way of Jake Paul and experience and get some of the fruit of this social media frenzy. And that was a beautiful thing to me, because had it not been for that, Mike would have been just like us. We just missed it and had to keep going.
Mike Tyson defended Jake Paul as a young fighter building his career, but criticized the growing trend of celebrity boxing. He emphasized that boxing's unpredictability is what makes it special. Tyson denied claims the fight was staged, expressing disappointment in attempts to tarnish his legacy. Reflecting on his return to the ring, he acknowledged the challenges he faced, noting his motivation was to inspire his children and fans, proving age shouldn't limit anyone. While hinting it might be his final fight, Tyson expressed pride in his performance, regardless of the outcome. Tyson also addressed the emotional toll of backlash and lawsuits, describing them as tough but not insurmountable. He urged fans and critics to focus on his career-long contributions to boxing, hoping his dedication and love for the sport would define his legacy. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's MVP team dismissed claims the fight was rigged, calling such accusations naive and disrespectful to the fighter's efforts. However, Oscar de la Hoya criticized the match, alleging it was scripted and lacked authenticity. He claimed the fight felt more like entertainment than genuine competition, pointing to moments where Tyson seemed to hold back and the overall lack of intensity. De La Hoya argued these elements undermine the sport's integrity.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul was by its nature a horrible fight, right from the start. It was just awful. Mike almost fell down during his walkout. And he was on quicksand since the first 10 seconds of the fight. Oh, and did you see that 58-year-old ass? It was wishful thinking for all those idiots who thought they were going to get Mike Tyson of the 90s come out and rip somebody's head off.
De La Hoya raised the possibility that Paul may have paid Tyson to participate in the event and even accept defeat, as part of a larger plan to elevate Paul's image as a legitimate boxer. He speculated that Paul's team knew the impact of victory over a legendary figure like Tyson would have, even if it was under questionable circumstances, and used that to further Paul's career in the sport. De La Hoya also criticized the rise of celebrity boxing, arguing that it undermines the sport's true values. He pointed out that fighters like Paul are leveraging their fame to stage matches that prioritize profits over actual competition, overshadowing the hard work of professional boxers who are striving for real recognition.
I can see it. It goes on the record and it was sanctioned. So Jake Paul paid to get the W on his record? For what? For your own personal satisfaction? I keep telling you, if you want to be a real fighter, like you say you want to be, what are you doing?
Shit, I don't even know.
Like, who's next? Joe Biden?
De La Hoya's comments have sparked more debate about the fight's legitimacy, but Jake Paul's team has firmly denied any claims of it being scripted. The fight remains a polarizing topic, with critics like De La Hoya urging closer scrutiny to protect the sport's credibility and integrity.
We have to fight real fighters.
God, please, no!
However, the fight drew 65 million households, which means roughly 200 million eyeballs were watching. And the huge winners were Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, who put on an incredible real fight.
Mike Tyson's return to the ring for the first time since his 2005 loss to Kevin McBride was anything but ordinary. His 8-round exhibition with Jake Paul, now 11-1 in professional boxing, stirred as much controversy as excitement. The fight ended with both receiving mandatory 24-day medical suspensions as per Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, TDLR rules, which mandate 3 days of rest per round fought. While these suspensions are a safety measure, fighters can appeal by proving their fitness to compete. Criticism followed Paul's victory, with skeptics alleging the bout was staged to favor the 27-year-old. Paul denied these claims, stating on his Impulsive podcast that Tyson couldn't land punches because of Paul's superior speed and footwork. Tyson, reflecting on the match, shared that he had no regret stepping into the ring one last time, especially after recovering from a near-fatal ulcer earlier in the year. Meanwhile, Paul hinted at bigger ambitions, sharing a private message from heavyweight contender Daniel Dubois about a possible title shot. However, boxing veteran Tony Bellew dismissed this as absurd, arguing Dubois, one of the world's top heavyweights, would crush Paul effortlessly. Bellew's critique extended to Paul's fight choices, which he ridiculed during a pre-fight press conference stunt involving a frail elderly man as a mock next opponent. Though Bellew's humor missed the mark, it highlighted broader frustrations within the boxing community about Paul's impact on the sport. Adding to the drama, Gervonta "Tank" Davis accused Paul of staging his fight with Tyson, claiming it undermined boxing's credibility. Despite the backlash, Paul remains a polarizing figure, reshaping the sport's landscape and attracting both fans and detractors alike.
How about Jake? What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
Boxing fans, already doubtful about the legitimacy of some matches, quickly latched onto Gervonta Davis's remarks, seeing them as a push for more accountability in the sport. Many have grown frustrated with Jake Paul's pattern of fighting older or less challenging opponents, and Davis's words fueled this sentiment. The public is calling for Paul to face a serious contender like Davis, an active and accomplished fighter in his prime. Such a matchup, fans argue, would be both fair and a true test of Paul's boxing credibility. Davis, a seasoned professional with a legacy to protect, contrasts sharply with Paul, who critics often see as prioritizing entertainment over the integrity of the sport.
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough for you to
Yeah, would you ever do a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career I can't do that right now.
The fallout from the Tyson-Paul fight has left a lasting impact on the boxing world. Allegations that the outcome was scripted, combined with heavy criticism, have sparked intense debates about the future of the sport. For boxing purists, the Tyson fight was a concerning moment, with many feeling it damaged the sport's credibility. Jake Paul's reputation also took a hit in the aftermath, despite his success in leveraging his massive social media following. The fallout from the showdown highlights the potential downsides of Paul's approach, with critics arguing that his focus on spectacle and controversy has undermined his standing as a legitimate, serious boxer.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super down.
Many fans criticized the bout, believing it was staged and that Mike Tyson, a revered boxing icon, had tarnished his legacy for financial gain. This sentiment resonated deeply, as Tyson's career was defined by his intensity and dominance in the ring, making the fight feel like a disservice to his achievements. Adding to the controversy, Jake Paul made a cryptic comment during a media appearance when asked about his confidence in beating Tyson. He replied, "It's already written," sparking viral speculation that the fight's outcome might be predetermined. Fans and critics alike dissected the remark, fueling rumors of a rigged match and amplifying scrutiny of Paul's boxing career. Many pointed out his tendency to face opponents who were either past their prime or lacked significant boxing experience, accusing him of padding his record while avoiding real challenges. This strategy drew sharp criticism from traditional boxing enthusiasts who saw Paul's rise as emblematic of a troubling shift in the sport. While celebrity boxing has attracted new audiences, it risks alienating loyal fans who value boxing's traditions of skill, uncertainty, and authenticity. Paul's focus on flashy stunts and social media influence starkly contrasts with the legacy of icons who earned their status through rigorous training and battles against elite competition. This debate highlights a growing divide in boxing, forcing the sport to confront how it can evolve without losing its core values.
Looking like a killer, hitting the out of the mitts. The top 5 comments are, if Jake wins this fight, it's completely rigged. And that used to bother me.
Right.
That used to bother me because I was like, no, I'm working so hard. Can't you people see? But now I take it as a compliment because the human peon brain of the 99% can't even comprehend how good I've gotten and what I'm accomplishing in this world.
The buzz around Jake Paul's fight with Tyson took a sharp turn as fans began speculating that the match was staged to boost Paul's image. Critics pointed to Tyson's unusually passive performance and how easily Paul controlled the pace, calling it evidence of a pre-planned outcome. Rumors of a potential fight between Paul and professional boxer Tyson-Davis emerged. Paul's manager fanned the flames with a bold statement, "Gervonta needs Jake." The comment sparked immediate backlash, with fans and analysts defending Davis's stellar boxing reputation. Many argued Davis had nothing to prove against Paul, whose credibility as a serious boxer was still in question. Supporters of Davis saw the statement as dismissive of his achievements, instead portraying Paul as the sport's main draw. The remark also seemed like a deliberate attempt to shift focus from the controversy surrounding the Tyson fight to hype a potential showdown with Davis, adding fuel to an already heated debate.
He's one of the most delusional people in the world, so I wouldn't be surprised if all this stuff is real. And then Jake Paul gonna say he'll be down to fight Gervonta-Davis next after Tank said he would beat the brakes off him.
Criticism of the Tyson-Paul fight sparked a shift in conversation, with fans calling for Jake Paul to face Gervonta-Davis. Supporters saw this potential matchup as a way for Paul to prove himself against a prime, active fighter, marking a clear break from the circus-like Tyson bout. Davis, known for his sharp critiques, didn't hold back, accusing Paul of damaging boxing's integrity. This fueled anticipation, with fans eager to see how Paul would respond. The clash symbolized a showdown between traditional boxing and the influencer trend. While some viewed it as a chance to merge these worlds, others saw it as a way to expose Paul's limits. Unlike Tyson, who was past his prime, Davis represented a serious challenge, a skilled and fearless contender in his prime. Fans argued that this fight would be a true test of Paul's abilities, creating buzz about whether he could hold his own against a top-tier opponent.
Tank versus Jake Paul. I'm calling it now. I need Tank to knock him out. He's already calling him a bozo for not knocking Mike Tyson out and sharing the ring with him. Jake Paul was calling out Canelo. I would love to see Canelo knock him out too. All I'm saying is we need to not let Jake Paul run and fight another old boxer. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to pull out Roy Jones or nobody else. You know, don't try to fight Floyd Mayweather. No, you need to fight a real boxer this time. A real boxer in their prime like Jake Paul is in his prime. And no disrespect to Jake Paul, this is my first time actually watching him fight, but he is a big draw. People are.
The controversy around the Tyson-Paul fight heated up when Twitter user AARLoon shared what he claimed was a leaked script of the match. His post, titled Leaked Script of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fueled speculation that the fight's outcome was rigged. The supposed script outlined key moments in each round, including times when Tyson and Paul would appear to struggle or gain momentum. Its striking accuracy led many to suspect the match was more performance than competition. Fans and analysts dissected the script, noting unsettling similarities to what unfolded in the ring. As these comparisons spread, accusations of the fight being staged gained traction. Many viewers, hoping for an authentic showdown, felt cheated and saw the event as a choreographed spectacle. The leaked script became a focal point of criticism, with detractors calling the fight a publicity stunt. This added to broader concerns about the integrity of celebrity boxing, leaving fans questioning its transparency and fairness.
In this video, I'm going to let you know whether the actual fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was fixed and why it was fixed. Listen, understand it was a big nostalgia hit. It got our attention. It was a big financial promotion for everybody, and it actually worked. Now, the fight was absolutely terrible, and it feels like Paul was holding back his punches, and at times Mike Tyson was holding back punches. If these guys went full out on each other, right, it would look bad on Jake Paul for knocking out a guy that's twice his age, right? And it would look bad on Mike Tyson if he got...
This apparent alignment left fans feeling duped by an event they believed to be genuine. The fallout was significant, tarnishing the reputations of both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul while sparking calls for change in celebrity boxing. Fans demanded greater transparency and stricter regulations to protect the integrity of the sport. To them, preserving boxing's legacy means ensuring every match remains a true test of heart, skill, and competition, not scripted entertainment.
Legacy. Not only that, if Mike Tyson hit Jake Paul and knocked him out, it would ruin the legacy that Paul wants to leave as he continues to fight. He didn't want to tarnish that losing to a guy who's twice his age. So we'll look back either way. So to answer your question, 100% this was fixed. They sat it out and talked about it. It went to decision because that was a neutral way to end it, and it went the full 8 rounds to keep people entertained. They didn't want it to end quickly. 100% it was fixed. It was smart on them. A big money grab. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
The buzz around the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight erupted long before the opening bell. Tyson's pre-fight remark, "Legacy is nothing," stirred the boxing world, leaving fans and analysts stunned. For many, it felt like a strange sentiment from a man whose name is synonymous with raw power and relentless dominance in the ring. His comment fueled suspicions that the fight might be rigged, with whispers of a $20 million payout raising questions about Tyson's motivations. Fans who revered Tyson for his authenticity and ferocity were left grappling with disappointment. Was this once unstoppable force now prioritizing financial gain over the legacy he built? The controversy didn't just tarnish Tyson's image, it cast a shadow on the integrity of boxing itself. If even a legend like Tyson could be linked to a potentially manufactured fight, what does that say about the sport in the era of celebrity boxing?
He doesn't care about legacy, which is an indication that he sold his soul. We know Netflix sat him down. Hey, we just gotta make this look good. Hey, Mike, this is the new day and age. Think about the bag, think about the money. Let's not talk about the buffering fight that we had with Netflix last night, with all due respect. But I think Mike realized that signing a contract to do this and to script this fight was a big mistake.
Observers noted that Tyson, known for his powerful knockouts and commanding style, seemed uncharacteristically reserved during the fight. Some speculated that Tyson intentionally held back against Paul, adding fuel to claims that the match was staged. This perception, coupled with growing whispers about the event being scripted, cast a shadow over the fight. Unfortunately, these doubts overshadowed any of the positive moments the match had to offer, leaving fans divided.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson was 100% scripted. Mike Tyson repeatedly bit his boxing glove throughout the fight. When fights are scripted, fighters do weird gestures to signal that they're hurt. It's very possible Mike Tyson was biting on his glove to tell Jake Paul to calm down. Now, if that's not enough proof that this fight was scripted, in the middle of the fight, Mike Tyson is literally talking to Jake Paul while they are clinching. And in the middle of the fight, the referee told Jake Paul to stop measuring. For those of you who don't know, in boxing...
Thanks for watching today's video. Stay connected, and we'll catch you next time with more exciting content. See you soon.